Imagine waking to the sound of water trickling through marble fountains. Not in your bedroom. You would never operate a fountain yourself, but somewhere deep within your home. Slaves are already awake, already moving, already preparing the world for you. The year is 117 AD. The Roman Empire stands at its greatest extent. From the misty hills of Britannia to the deserts of Mesopotamia, wealth flows toward a single city like rivers converging on the sea. And if you are part of Rome's elite, a senator, a merchant prince, or a family tied to imperial blood, that wealth flows directly into your home. Today we follow one full day in the life of Rome's richest residents, not emperors or generals, but the people who shaped Rome from behind closed doors, through patronage, marriages, dinners, and quiet conversations. Let's step inside. Morning in a Roman palace. The first light enters through the compluvium, the rectangular opening in the ceiling of the atrium. Sunlight hits the shallow pool below, and reflections dance across walls painted in reds, yellows, and blacks. The air already smells of incense, imported, expensive, unnecessary. This is a domus, the traditional Roman townhouse.
Keep the rows straight.
But house feels inadequate.
Almost done here.
It's a palace embedded inside the city. Dozens of slaves move silently through corridors and courtyards. Some tend the gardens, others prepare food. A few stand waiting outside the master's bedroom, trained to respond instantly. Let's call our senator Marcus. When Marcus wakes, he doesn't dress himself. A specialized slave, the vestiarios, is already there with the toga, 6 meters of white wool draped with precision. As a senator, Marcus wears the latest clavis, the broad purple stripe that announces his rank before he speaks a word. Another slave brings oils and perfume, not local olive oil, but spikenard from India, cinnamon that traveled months by caravan and sea. Marcus's morning routine uses products that cross continents, a house built from an empire. As Marcus walks through his home, notice what surrounds him. The columns are not plain stone. They are colored marbles quarried in Egypt, Greece, and North Africa. Each column worth more than most Romans earn in a lifetime. The floors are mosaics, thousands of tiny tiles forming mythological scenes, so detailed they appear almost alive. The atrium opens onto a peristyle, a columned garden courtyard filled with fountains, sculptures, and flowering plants that require constant care. In a city where most people carry water from public fountains in clay jars, Marcus has running water piped directly into his home. That connection alone required money, influence, and political favors. Homes like this were not just places to live. They were instruments of power, and every morning, people come to see it. The power of patronage. By the third hour after sunrise, the atrium fills with visitors. These are clients, free Roman men of lower status who depend on Marcus's patronage. They arrive in their own togas, already damp with sweat. Some bring small gifts. All need something. This ritual is called the salutatio, and it is how Roman power truly works. Marcus receives them one by one. One needs help with a legal case. Another asks for a loan. A third wants the daily sportula, a gift of food or money. In return, clients vote how Marcus suggests. They attend his events. They spread favorable gossip. It feels like loyalty, but everyone understands the transaction. Between visitors, business happens. An estate manager reports on olive harvests in Campania. An accountant discusses rental income from apartment blocks in poorer neighborhoods. A shipping agent reports on grain vessels from Egypt. Each ship worth a fortune. Elite wealth is not passive. It requires constant attention. Leisure at the baths. By late morning, the salutatio ends. Marcus prepares for leisure. Roman elite leisure. He heads to the baths of Trajan, opened just 11 years earlier. Covering 25 acres, they are larger than many provincial towns. Marcus arrives with attendants carrying towels of Egyptian linen, scented oils, and bronze strigils for scraping skin. The baths are marvels of engineering. Cold pools fed directly by aqueducts. Hot rooms heated by hypocausts. Hollow floors warmed by furnaces below. No smoke, no chaos, just controlled comfort. But Marcus is not here to bathe. He is here to talk. In the warm tepidarium, senators discuss politics. Who is rising in the favor of Hadrian? Which governorships will open? Where is the smart money going this year? Slaves massage oil into his skin while he discusses Egypt's grain supply. A colleague hints at a marriage alliance. Another complains about luxury laws. Laws everyone quietly ignores. Greek statues line the halls, original bronzes, looted or purchased at impossible prices. After hours of conversation, Marcus leaves refreshed and informed. Dinner has performance. The evening meal is the true display of wealth. Marcus hosts a cena, a formal dinner. His triclinium becomes a stage. 9 guests recline on 3 couches arranged in a U-shape. Romans do not sit to dine. They lounge. Oil lamps flicker. Rose petals cover the floor. Walls depict Bacchus in endless celebration. The meal begins with the gustadio, eggs, salad, oysters shipped from Britain. Then the spectacle begins. Dormice fattened in clay jars, flamingo tongues, peacock roasted and redressed in its own feathers. Fish so fresh they were swimming that morning. Between courses, entertainment. A Syrian dancer in silk from the Far East. A poet recites verses praising Marcus. Comic performers push boundaries. Wine flows, Falernian wine, labeled by vintage and consul year. Diluted as all civilized wine should be. This is not a meal, it is competitive luxury, power beyond the home. Marriage among elites is strategy, not romance. Daughters wear yellow veils, hair parted with a spear point. Weddings are torch-lit processions through Rome, but contracts are negotiated by fathers. Movement through the city is also performance. Daytime carts are banned. Marcus travels by lectica, a cushioned litter carried by slaves. Curtains drawn. Clients and guards push crowds aside. Jewelry signals rank, gold rings, gemstones from distant seas. A signet ring seals authority. Even death is spectacle. When Marcus dies, his body lies in state. A coin placed in his mouth for Karen. A grand funeral procession winds through the forum. Wax masks of ancestors, professional mourners. His tomb lines the Appian Way, ensuring his name endures. The peak of power. This moment, 117 AD, is Rome at its absolute peak. Never more land, never more wealth, never more concentrated luxury. Marcus lives at a historical maximum. It will not last. But tonight, surrounded by marble, roses,
The
and the
Empire's
quiet
wealth
sound of
flows
flowing
like
water,
this wine.
it must feel eternal.